Hello, and welcome to this session, which is an introduction to the employment tribunal process. My name is Professor Cathy Daniels, and I run my own consultancy, writing, talking, and advising about employment law. And I do sit as a lay member on the employment tribunal sitting in Birmingham. So what we're going to do today is walk through the process. So this is very much an introduction to the employment tribunal process. And what I'm aiming for is at the end of this session, you will understand what the claimant has to do to make a claim to the employment tribunal, how the employer then responds to that, and then all the steps that take place right up to when the judgment is given if the case goes to a full tribunal. The first thing that I want to do, apart from walk through the process, it's all set out here on this contents page, is just explain what we mean by the employment tribunal. Because the employment tribunal can be a judge sitting alone, or it can be what we call the full panel, which is when there is the judge and the two lay members. And I just want to explain how that structure of the tribunal works before we start off with the very first step, which is engaging with ACAS early conciliation. So the employment tribunal is a court. It is a first level court, but it is a court. And that is something to remind your witnesses if you are bringing them along to the employment tribunal. It must be taken seriously and with respect. We don't have wigs and gowns and wood-panelled rooms, but it is a court. And there will always be an employment judge. And an employment judge is either somebody whose whole job is being a judge, full-time or part-time, but they are what we call a salaried judge. So that is their job. They will have been trained as a lawyer. They will have spent time either working as a barrister or a solicitor, and then they will have moved to work as an employment judge. We also have what are called fee-paid judges. And these are people who could be semi-retired, but mostly they're working as a solicitor or a barrister, and they are doing a set number of days per year sitting as a judge. It makes no difference whether you get fee-paid judge or a salaried judge for your hearing. They are equally trained. They do the same job.